The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, and heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for some great gift ideas for loved ones, family, and friends, including t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and a lot more. And of course, throw bags, toe pillows, and more. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast for some great gift ideas. And for more great gift ideas, including t-shirts, as well as tank tops, as well as phone cases and more, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mian Mohsen Zia store. And also check out his great books as well, including Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Make sure you check it out and buy today. And also support the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Click on the donate button. Also give generously on Anchor FM/support and PayPal at the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific lady who is a singer, songwriter, and very multi-talented. I mean, her accomplishments are like a king's scroll. And so it's like, trying to get through those is like trying to go through a roll call of everybody that's going on in the world here. And she's got a couple of albums, and one of them is going to be ascending, and the next one is going to be descending. But I mean, she just has ascending up and up and up. And she's got a few songs as well, too. And of course, she was a semifinalist on American Idol and a lead singer for District 97, a progressive rock group. And she began a career at the age of 4. And she has an amazing career. She's been a lifelong Chicagoan for quite some time. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in the Windy City, the very, very multi-talented Leslie Hunt. Leslie, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. And what an introduction. I can't really live up to that, but thank you very much.
We you know something too. It's like with the accomplishments you got, I don't know if I can live up to them. So I mean, look at this. It's like you've been a semifinalist on American Idol. I'll probably get booted before I walk on stage and Simon Cowell sees me. It's like, just hit the buzzer before I get on. And you're lead singer for District 97. And you've had some amazing hits out there. You also had some albums like Sheep, and you had Takeover and Quartet and Hybrid Child and a lot more. And you're also on a solo career. You're also ascending, which the album's going to be coming out June.
It's called Ascend.
Ascend, okay.
Ascending. Yeah, and Descend. That's okay.
This is what happens when we have too much coffee. That's all. So
yeah.
So you got Ascend, which will be coming out June 25th, and then Descend, which will be in September. And you also got, Wait For It, Your Hair Is on Fire, and From the Strange to Stranger, and a lot of great tunes. And before we get into all that, tell us how you first got started, Leslie.
Tell you what?
Tell us how you first got started.
Okay. Well, as a songwriter, I got started in high school. I got asked to join a band with my friends, and they were all writing. And so I thought I would take a stab at writing for the band. And I wrote some songs, and then I started writing for myself as a solo artist. Early on, somebody named Jim Peterick, who is a very legendary songwriter.
Yes. Oh my God. He's amazing. He's amazing. And he mentored me as a songwriter at the age of 15 throughout, I guess until my early 20s. He was still acting as a mentor, both in the music industry and as a songwriting, I guess. I wrote a lot of my songs myself, but he would help me kind of arrange them and produce them. And he really took me on at a young age. And then I had a variety of paths. I would just play a lot in different music clubs around Chicago. Whoever would allow somebody who wasn't 21 yet perform and all the yeah, I was like, I'm 19, can I play here? And they were like, sure. So just some of the piano bars and downtown, and then I went to music school and went on American Idol, and ended up going really far, even though I had not even seen the show. Wow.
I had never seen the show, and I didn't really know what I was doing or what to do. So everything I was doing, I kept making it farther and farther, and I was like, wow, okay, I guess this is working. Okay. And then I joined District 97 after I got off the show, which was kind of a curveball musically, but so I've been, putting out solo records, and then District 97 has 3 studio albums and a bunch of live albums, and we tour, the world, and, do a lot of stuff. And then I'm basically now kind of resurrecting myself as a solo artist. I haven't put out an album since 2012 or something like that. So it's been a while. But I was very inspired during the pandemic to really kind of, focus all my energy on this music and putting it out again.
Wow, that's amazing. You talked about having a curveball thrown at you when you joined District 97. It sounds like a great career move, but how to throw a curveball? It's more like a fastball that was just right down the middle. You hit out of the park.
Yeah. So the curveball I'm referring to, I guess, my sister passed away.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And then I never really thought I would join like a progressive rock metal band, but she was such a big fan of metal. And when she passed away, I felt like I needed to create this alter ego of kind of like us combined. So like she was just such a aggressive, ballsy in your face, person. And I just wanted to have a musical outlet to keep that energy going. And it was just the perfect timing because she died. And then I right away joined the band, and it was just the perfect outlet for that grief and for just kind of keeping her legacy very much a part of my life. So,
wow. That was something. I mean, that's probably the most amazing story I've heard, where it's like you just happened to just slide right in, that thing too. And then getting back to American Idol as well too. And
I can't. Oh, all of a sudden I couldn't hear you. Okay, now I can.
Okay, don't you love this new technology?
I love it. Yeah, it's foolproof.
Okay, yeah. So like I said before, the Gremlins came in and took over. What was it like for you being up there with Simon Cowell? And what was it like?
It was a learning experience. It was a huge magnifying mirror right in my face to show me how I came across, what I was doing well, what I still needed to work on. At the time I was on the show, I had never just sang on a stage with a mic in my hand. I was always playing the piano. Mm-hmm. And so when I was on the show, you weren't allowed to play an instrument yet. Lo and behold, the year after I was on, they allowed people to start playing instruments. I think I would have probably made it a little further had I not felt so uncomfortable as just, I wasn't really a front man yet. Or front woman, I guess you're supposed to say. Anyway, mm-hmm. I wasn't really a front woman yet. And so I didn't really know how to own that stage. I felt very uncomfortable. And Simon saw that. He said, "You look very awkward." And I couldn't have agreed more. I felt so awkward. I felt like I had to sing well and look terrible, or look great and sing horribly. I didn't think I could do both at the same time, because it felt like I was too much to focus on. And now I've been doing that nonstop, and I could balance my checkbook in my mind and sing and perform at the same time. It's all very easy now, but at the time it was not.
Balancing checkbook and singing, that is interesting. That's a new skill I'm about to take on these days. Balancing a checkbook and singing, or in my case, balancing a checkbook and interviewing great guests like you. And I see what the red check here. Okay, I messed up. Okay.
You got to carry the one. Don't forget.
Yeah. Carry the one over. Thank you for reminding me. My wife used to work at a bank, and she always told me, carry over the one and make sure you double check everything. She says, okay.
Yep. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but
right, exactly.
I'm just saying it's very easy now. but at the time it wasn't, and it was good for me to know. They were pretty brutal, but that's the show. That's why people watch, because of that. People like to see, we're not that far from like the culture of people that like to behead each other in the public square, So, I mean, we're still very, we're still a bit of a dark species as far as it comes to just like, we like to watch people being dragged through the dirt, I think, a little bit.
I can think of a few shows that do that, but I'm sure it'll come to mind later as well too. But of course, you talked about starting at an early age, and what was it one precise moment that simply influenced you into what you're doing today?
I would say when I first performed for a group, for like a crowd of people, I remember being really young and having a mic, and there was a band behind me, and I think it might have been my parents. It's kind of a foggy memory, but I remember singing and like feeling like I was nailing it. And then I loved how people were like, wow. And like, I think I just needed that. Wow. And I was like, this is right for me. This is for me. And so I had a very, very sickly childhood. I was in my bedroom, very sick with a high fever. I had lupus. I was diagnosed with lupus when I was 6 and was very sick for years and years. And I would just sit in my room and watch the same Disney movie and all the musicals and everything, and just memorize them verbatim. And I could still perform a Disney movie start to finish and be every single character.
Oh my gosh.
And sing all of the numbers. And I feel like I was honing something when I was like alone in my room, very sick. I was honing something. And that's, I think, myself as a performer, like, when you're a singer, you're also sort of an actress, and that ability to memorize things and have them never leave. I have, thousands and thousands of songs in my head that I just know. And so that's when I also knew that this was for me. I just had a good memory for it and a good emotional connection to being able to portray really complex emotion with song and with my face and with, all of those things. It was definitely my path, and it always has been.
It sounds like you got a great memory on a lot of things. And who are some of your favorite Disney characters and also some Disney movies?
I was really into those princesses big time. It's gotten me into some trouble as far as just thinking that there's a man there out there to save us all, but definitely Ariel. I loved her. I love it. She did whatever she wanted and she got herself in trouble, but she was just like, shut up, Dad, I'm going to the surface. And, I thought she was cool. She was kind of punk rock. And I loved, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to pick. I also like those really old ones. Like I loved Alice in Wonderland and I loved, some of
one of our favorites. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Like Cheshire Cat. You had,
that
rabbit,
felt like a fever dream.
Oh yeah.
It just felt like, I was like, this is what my fever feels like all the time. Just wandering through the forest and all the weird creatures that come along and they, they break apart and then they sweep the path and then someone else it's like, what is going on? I related.
I feel like I'm going through a rabbit hole already and this is great. It's like, I don't want to get out of this rabbit hole. Oh my God.
We're bouncing around.
Yes, exactly. And who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
Growing up, I when I first started writing songs, it was in the 90s, and I was very much into the very serious, emotional artists like Tori Amos and Fiona Apple. And I got really into Ani DeFranco because I just loved how, she was just so, I loved the stuff that she was singing about and the topics that she was bringing up. I just thought were awesome as a girl kind of questioning why I could wear this, but I couldn't wear that, and why I wasn't allowed to shave my head, and why, I was just like, why are there so many rules on me? I hate this. And I loved artists that looked those things, in the eyes and challenged them. And I also got really into I was really into some of the stuff that my dad exposed me to, Led Zeppelin, Fish, just really complex stuff that jams, but that's also kind of silly and doesn't take itself super seriously. Mm-hmm. I was big into They Might Be Giants growing up.
Oh,
huge
yeah, that was my
fan.
favorites and my sister's favorites.
Yeah,
and what was that song about? Electricity, relativity. It's like they had one of their songs that was known for, and I think they also play at kids shows. It's like I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, they have a bunch of kids albums. They've called Here Comes Science, Here Comes ABCs, Here Comes 1, 2, 3s, and I love the Here Comes Science one. But my favorite one was Flood. It came out in 1990, and I can still listen to that whole.
That was the one. Okay, I was trying to think what it was. Yes. Oh my.
Yeah. So stuff that's just really out there. And that's why it wasn't hard to join progressive rock band, because it is out there. It's some crazy stuff we're doing. And, even just some of the lengths of the songs, like we have a 28-minute long song about, alien abduction. And it's fun. It's like, it sort of feels like theater sometimes. I like it.
Alien abduction, 28 minutes. I'm at to look that up. Maybe I'll play it at midnight, coast to coast, and I'll just simply say, hey, George, want to step away for 28 minutes? We'll play alien abduction. Maybe the aliens won't come. And I think it's getting close.
It's called Mind Scan, and it's off of our first album.
Wow. Okay.
It's a journey through space for sure.
Wow. Well, speaking of journeys, we'll talk about your amazing career with District 97. We'll talk about some of the music. We'll also talk about some of your music, where you ascend, you descend, and a lot more. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960 or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Molson Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Molson Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Molson Zia has garnered great reviews and evil evidence endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forge Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Molson Zia, available on Amazon. Don't forget to check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms like Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Also coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at the Mike Wagner Show on Amazon. Check out the podcast. And also for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com. Check out the Mian Molson Zia store. Check out his great books and more. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and give generously on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with a terrific singer-songwriter, very multi-talented Leslie Hunt on the Mike Wagner Show. Talked about how she got started and which is very amazing, and also semifinalist for American Idol, and also get to you being on District 97, which you got your start with. You had a great story, and tell us more about District 97.
Okay, we're working on more music now. It's really, really fun when they bring me songs that they start. It sounds like madness, and then it's my job to kind of come up with a through line that people can access through the dense harmonies and the crazy rhythms. And just when you think, you can bob your head to something, it takes you somewhere else, and it kind of, shakes you awake a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but District 97 is a cool band. I'm really honored to be with them, and we're lucky to have one of our band members be also the manager, and he's quite tenacious. He makes everybody else look very lazy as far as just being good at, promoting and putting together tours and keeping, the interest going and keeping our algorithms healthy on social media. He's very, very, he's so good at just making this his focus. And we've all been very lucky to be on this journey with him because I think that District 97 has done so much because of him. If I was in charge of it, it probably wouldn't have. It would have had some lulls and some periods of, oh, hey, look at this. But he keeps it really steady and yeah. So
that's a good thing too. And how did you guys come up with the name District 97?
Well, the 4 of the original members of District 97 all grew up in Oak Park, which and that was their school district.
Okay.
District 97 in Oak Park.
Oh, that's amazing, because I got some good friends in Oak Park and some playing bands over there too. So I have to make a mention. Hey, what about District 97? Something like that. And you also had some albums and also some singles as well too, like Sheep, Takeover, Quartet, and also Hybrid Child, Trouble with Machines, and a lot more. You also had Live from Chicago. Also, we had a recent release, which is called Screenplay, featuring Ghost Girl. You can tell about some of the albums and also tell us about some of the songs.
So Screenplay is a double album. It's a live disc, and also it's basically just something. And then it was an excuse for us to kind of compile some of these other live recordings that we've collected over the years, and also show some other, like we did there's a track with Bill Bruford on there. Oh, and yes. And we had been with John Wetton previously, but I don't think there's any, there might be a John Wetton. I don't know. I should be more familiar with what's on that, because I don't know exactly.
It's okay. We forgive you. I'm a King Crimson fan, and sometimes we forget. It's been a while, but it's okay. Perfectly okay. And of course, Bill Bruford still loves you. If John's out there, well, I'm sure he'll still love you no matter what. So
yeah. Rest in peace, John Wetton.
Yes,
we were supposed to go on a tour with him right before he got sick and passed away. Mm-hmm. So we had already toured with him a few times, but we had all of this music ready to go. some of his solo stuff and some Asia. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see that through. So it's really sad that he got sick and died so quickly. So we miss him a lot. But he was such a good champion of ours. He toured with us, just us five, like, mid 30s punks and John Wetton, just John Wetton and us five in a van for like weeks. And it was just like, what a guy. Why is he doing this? It's so nice of him. But it was like, he really broadened our audience because, people couldn't wait to see him. And basically what we would do is we would perform our set. And then he sang on a song called The Perfect Young Man, which was written about H.H. Holmes, from the serial killer in Chicago, based on the book Devil in the White City. And his character was the serial killer and mine was one of his victims, basically. And he sang on that track. And so we would do our set and then he would sing with us on that song. And then we would do an entire set of his music and kind of be his backing band for that. And then I got to sing backgrounds with him and stuff. It was so much fun.
It does sound like fun too. King Crimson's been a pretty much a big influence on a lot of people, working with him, Bill Bruford, Robert Fripp. And I remember the days of Red and in the court. I mean, it's just, you look through, it's just like, oh, what an amazing individual, and just amazing.
Definitely.
Well, yes.
Yeah. And his voice was just sounded better than ever. I mean, it's always been such a strong voice, but sometimes when people get older, their instrument doesn't stay. And I would say his is even better. I mean, because he's, he had gotten sober and was just taking good care of himself. And his voice was just, it was flawless. So it was cool. It was very inspiring.
That is inspiring. Well, speaking of inspiring, you also got an album that's coming out very soon called Ascend, and you're pretty much ascending to ascend. And, tell us about that.
Okay. So yes, I have 2 EPs coming out this year. Like you mentioned, Ascend and Descend. I named the first one Ascend because it was written and recorded before we had any idea that there would be a deadly virus shutting down the entire planet for a year or more. So when I wrote it and recorded it, it seemed like I was on this plane kind of taking off and who knows, oh my gosh, we're just going to keep going and going and going. And I had all this stuff I was going to do. And then, descend because, hey, we've got a layover and we don't know how long we're going to be on the ground, but we know we're not going to be able to take off for quite some time. So I was hit with inspiration, given that all my gigs had been canceled and I didn't have other music taking over my mind, other stuff I had to learn, other commitments. I was just, I was a clean slate. So I came up with, 7 more songs to go on that EP. So 14 songs coming out this year. The first album, Ascend, as you said, comes out 2 weeks from today, which is very exciting. I got signed by Spirit of Unicorn Music, and they're through Cherry Red, which is who like the label that puts out all of John Wetton stuff and a bunch of other, a variety of styles of music are on that album, or on that record, or on that label. There we go. Hey, a variety of genres are on that label, and District 97's with them as well. And we know that they're a really good group of people, and they're in it for the right reasons, and they're very supportive. It's a very artist friendly arrangement. And they're like awesome. So I'm so excited to finally have a label behind my solo efforts. I've never had that before. So that's new. Wow. It feels good to have a team of people that know what they're doing, helping me. So I'm not just like, hey guys, I made an album. Hello, is this thing on? Yeah. Hey, Aunt Sally, you want to hear my record? It feels more legit. So Ascend is stylistically, it's surprising how this happened, but the songs themselves ended up kind of sounding a bit Americana in some ways, and really? Just a bit more like classic rock kind of situation, which was, kind of different for me, but it sounds right. It sounds like, the songwriting is kind of rootsy, kind of folky, a bit Joni Mitchell inspired. I'm a huge Joni Mitchell fan. And sometimes, I think my influences seep in, but all 7 of those songs were written in a very short span of time. And then Descend was all written in a short span of time. And that's like a lot more soulful. So it's like, they're not sonically very similar, besides like, it's my songwriting, it's my voice, it's my lyrics, it's my, probably arrangement style, same producer, but just kind of two different genres, I would say. So I'm really excited to have, just to see what happens. It's hard for me to pick a style.
and you did a lot of this during the pandemic. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was interesting. I did tons of vocals in my closet, in my bedroom closet, because it was very dead in there, just kind of singing into all my dresses with the microphone. And it sounds really good. I mean, you wouldn't, with technology these days, you don't need to necessarily do that much in a big studio. I recorded the drums and the bass in a studio setting, and then everything else was basically overdubbed.
Wow.
And sent around, and so we would try a variety of people, and hey, we're thinking we want some funky guitar on this, and so it's going to be awesome. It
does sound like it. And where can we find District 97's music, along with Ascend and Descend, and all your works at?
District97.net is our website. You can buy any of our CDs directly through us, and we will ship them to you. And the same also goes for my music, lesliehuntmusic.com. And you'll be able to find digital anywhere you want of any of the usual places for mine. And then the physical, I think I'm going to just be shipping those out myself. So
that's a really good idea. We're looking forward to it. And what's coming up in the future for Leslie Hunt, we'll find out in just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Molson's Year of Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented Leslie Hunt out of the Windy City after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with singer, songwriter, multi-talented Leslie Hunt on The Mike Wagner Show of District 97, and just an amazing performer we had here, and also having a couple albums coming out as well. We talked about that. And of course, speaking of, a great future and everything, what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Leslie?
Well, I would like to just keep this paddle boat rowing. I would like to, get the funding together, from all of these releases this year to put back into the machine to put more music out and just kind of keep keep being creative and keep expressing. It's just too much fun and too worthwhile. And I care so much about these songs and the messages they're in. And I'm really looking forward to how these songs are going to affect people. I think the second one especially is some very important ideas of embracing stillness. I think a lot of the time we get addicted to the hamster wheel that we all think we need to be on every single day. And then we all had a break from that, more or less. We were all able to cancel all these things we thought we had to do. And then I know it was hard for me to get used to that at first. I felt like I was being lazy or, condemning myself for being too still. But anyway, and actually I forgot to mention that a music video for one of my songs off of Ascend, it's called There You Are, and it came out today.
Oh, that's right. And there you are. I just realized.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I totally forgot to mention, I've been like babysitting those posts that I'm, trying to promote it all day. And then now I talk to you and I'm like, oh, nothing's going on, just a normal day. But yeah, no, it's an exciting video. It just kind of rocks. It's just a video that rocks. I like it.
We certainly look forward to that, and I'll check it out afterwards. And who do you consider biggest influence in the career, Leslie?
My career? I don't know. I appreciate an artist that can redefine themselves. I'm a huge Bjork fan. I'd lost touch with her more recent stuff, but I would say her, the passion that she puts into her music and huge Bjork fan, as far as also just her huge belt, I think but career wise, I don't know that, because that's hard, because I don't think my career is modeling anybody that I know of, because I have 2 kids. I'm not really choosing a life on the road. I'm choosing to, put music out and tour pretty sparingly compared to, other artists that I would say I look up to a lot. And I think that if I was going to hit a certain level with my music, I would need to be on the road a lot more than I'm willing to be. So it's sort of like admitting that you're just going to kind of like wade in the shallow end, for a little while. I mean, maybe I don't have to tour. Who knows? Maybe with this new world, the touring life maybe isn't necessarily the only way. But at the moment, I do feel a bit shackled to staying in town while my kids are younger. I have a 5-year-old and an 11-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So I like to, yeah. So they also keep me really busy too,
And of course, you can put them in their music too, in their band, District 97. It's like, kids are useful for some things. I got to say that. So
yeah, they are. I toured with my son quite a bit when he was an infant.
Amazing.
So, yeah, he came to Europe with us.
He's off to a good start. I got to say that.
Yeah. He's got a passport. It's very cute.
Wow. That's something. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
At this point, I would say, I guess it's kind of cliche, but just don't give up. Just every little decision that you make that gets you a little bit closer. I look behind me and I see all these little choices that I've made, and they all kind of piled up on top of one another, and they all amount to something. Every conversation I have, everything I say yes to has some sort of great return, both for my soul and for the betterment of what I'm trying to do, which is get people exposed to my music and touch people's lives. So
that is certainly amazing. Once again, singer, songwriter, multi-talented Leslie Hunt, semi-finalist in American Idol, also with District 97, a couple of her releases coming out on Mike Wagner Show. Leslie, very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. No problem. Do us a favor. Keep us up to date. Love you back on 2021 and beyond after your dissension and, level playing field. You want to send, that's fine. And once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
Yes, my website is lesliehuntmusic.com. You can check me out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of the places. And then District 97 is district97.net. and we are also all over the web. And then my EP comes out in 2 weeks. So
we're certainly looking forward to it. Once again, Leslie, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date, and love to have you back on 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch. You've been absolutely terrific.
Thanks. Likewise. It was such a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Hey, everybody. My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.